The USS Nimitz Incident of 2004 is shrouded in mystery, but perhaps the biggest enigma is this: were crucial pieces of evidence removed from the ship? Today, we dive into the controversy surrounding the alleged disappearance of tapes from the Nimitz. Picture this: a state-of-the-art aircraft carrier, cutting-edge fighter jets, and some of the most highly trained personnel in the U.S. Navy. Now add a UFO into the mix. Sounds like a Hollywood blockbuster, right? But for the crew of the USS Nimitz in November 2004, this was reality. As the story goes, shortly after the infamous Tic Tac UFO encounter, something strange happened on the Nimitz. Petty Officer Gary Voris recalls, "I was told by my chain of command to turn over all the data recordings for the Snoopy team. They even told me to erase everything we had on the shop's hard drives." But Voris isn't alone. Petty Officer Patrick P.J. Hughes, an aviation technician, tells a similar tale. Hughes claims he was ordered to hand over all the hard drives from the E-2 Hawkeye aircraft involved in the incident. They were not wearing uniforms, Hughes notes, describing the men who took the drives, adding an air of intrigue to the already mysterious situation. Now, you might be thinking, well, that's just standard procedure, right? Not according to Commander David Fravor, one of the pilots who encountered the UFO. Fravor states, "I don't know about that. As far as I know, all the video and data should have been preserved." But here's where it gets even more interesting. Luis Elizondo, former director of the Pentagon's Advanced Aerospace Threat Identification Program, weighs in: if these tapes were removed, we need to know why and where they went. This isn't just about UFOs. It's about maintaining the integrity of our military operations and chain of command. Skeptics argue that if tapes were removed, it was likely for routine security reasons. Dr. Michael Shermer, a well-known skeptic, suggests, before we jump to conclusions about cover-ups, we need to consider more mundane explanations. Military operations often involve classified information that needs to be protected. Quote. Yet, the questions persist. If this was routine, why the secrecy? Why the use of non-uniformed personnel? And perhaps most importantly, if these tapes exist, what do they show? Christopher Mellon, former Deputy Assistant Secretary of Defense for Intelligence, adds another layer to consider. If these tapes were removed and do contain compelling evidence of unknown advanced technology, their disappearance represents a significant loss to scientific research and national security. As we stand here today, the mystery of the Nimitz tapes remains unsolved. Were they removed as part of a cover-up? Was it standard military procedure? Or is there another explanation we haven't considered? One thing is certain. The story of the Nimitz tapes continues to fuel debate, spark imaginations, and raise questions about what our government knows about UFOs. As we continue to unravel this mystery, we're left to wonder, what other secrets might be hidden in the vast archives of military history? And will we ever get to see what was on those tapes? The truth, as they say, is out there. But for now, it seems, so are the tapes from the USS Nimitz.